everybody. Turn it up.
Oh, man.
Turn yourselves up.
Is it
Go time. Not quite game time, but it is go time. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the pregame show. Or an eagle screech or something. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Excitement in the house. Guys, are presented by Fubo TV, where you guys can put a middle finger to Comcast. They don't care about Denver. Let's kick them out of town. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
They do us dirty. They do us dirty.
They did us so dirty. Guys, we have a special show for you today because we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about Denver, the basketball town. Officially a basketball town. We're going to find out. We're going to play a little emoji game. We're going to make some bets. But first, let me introduce my panel. A new person on the panel. First, I'm going to go this way. We got Superstar Dev in the house.
He's not new.
I'm ready to go 3-0. You go up 3-0. Hey, series might be over. It might be over. At least it makes it that much easier.
And then I got Brendan Vogt wearing a nice green coat when it's hot as hell out.
With a nice green smoothie earlier that literally matched the coat, so I'm feeling good. I'll say this, 2-0 leads, much better feeling than 0-0.
It's so true, man. It's so true. The pressure's all on their side.
So much to gain, so little to lose.
Yet my palms are still sweaty for some reason, and I can't figure out why. And then you might have noticed we have a special guest on the panel today. She is the host of CityCast Denver, what a daily, very fantastic, wildly popular podcast about Denver. About the city of Denver, about everything about Denver. It's Bree Davies. Bree, thank you for joining.
Thank you so much, you guys. I'm super stoked to be here.
So tell us, what level of Nuggets junkie are you? You just hopped in because here they're in the playoffs. You catch some games or?
Yeah. So I got into them during the bubble. I was pregnant and there was nothing else to do. And my husband's been a lifelong Nuggets fan. We're both born and raised here. And I was like, hey, I'll start watching basketball. And then I realized there were all these levels to basketball, the drama, what people wear, who's dating who. And I was like, this is amazing.
The soap opera.
The soap opera aspect. But then, I love my city.
Yeah.
What better way to show how much you love your city than love your sports team?
That's it.
It's so true. We were talking about this, and I want to save it because, next week I'll be going on CityCast, and we're going to be doing a little home and away here, but that was one of the things we were talking about offline. Is this is the cool thing about sports, and you really feel it on runs like this when a city just starts to come together, and the momentum gets there.
I was getting my eyes checked today, and my doctor was like, "You watching the Nuggets game
really?
tonight?" I was like, "Yes, Dr. Butler, I am." And
Let's
she
talk
was like,
about it. Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things where you see somebody at the grocery store and they're wearing an old jersey, an AI jersey or whatever. You're just like, "Oh my God, we're in this group together." So
that's my favorite fan, is the one that pulled out the old jersey.
Yeah.
Like I've got uncles like this that come out in a Carmelo jersey.
My husband's over here in his Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf
from
jersey.
15 years, 20 years ago.
It is the conversation starter anytime he wears it.
All right, but we got Nuggets-Lakers Game 3. As you mentioned, up 2-0. Let's first go to game notes, and let's hear from Spicy Malone.
Oh, it's interesting you frame it that way, Adam, because Malone, a little less spicy this time around. At least that was my read on it.
Mild.
Just listening to it, but we'll see what you guys what you guys think as I actually read these notes. This is me stalling as I pull them up again, of course. All right, let's start with a quote from Michael Malone on his relationship with Calvin Booth. For him to keep moving up through the org for 5 years as guys left, that was really important for me. I said that to Josh when Tim left, that I think Calvin is ready to take over and lead this franchise. And the job he's doing, going out and getting KCP, BB, drafting Christian, he's done an exceptional job. And, Malone talked a lot. Guys,
was he asked, was the question about that?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
The question was about Calvin Booth. And he, Malone has spoke at length in the past about how much it means to him that there's continuity and patience from the top level down. And so even as guys shifted in and out, Calvin Booth, the org sticks with him, he sticks with them, and you have this relationship between a head coach and a GM, which is really important. So he's really pleased with that. Let's get into some other quotes that are more germane to this series. He was asked about tiring out LeBron James and if that's part of their game plan, if it's something they're trying to do, willing to do. And he laughed. I said, I can't say tiring LeBron out is part of the game plan. He's a great player. And as I've mentioned before, you have to give great players different looks throughout the season. There was another question about LeBron, who has not hit a three-point shot yet in this series.
Amen.
If this was D'Angelo Russell, I think Malone might have poked a little bit.
Really?
But it's LeBron James.
Yeah,
and he backed off
He's
a little bit.
untouchable in a way that as a new basketball fan annoys me.
You think?
Kind of.
Well,
He's been in it this long. He should be
that's
tough.
true. That's true.
It's a
Someone's
little-
got to get him, though.
It's a little bit more, I think, of the Memphis Grizzlies style. Like,
Yeah.
we've got him where we want him.
Fair.
We
Don't piss him off.
We don't need to give him
Yeah.
more.
We
He's-
don't have role players that like to poke bears.
That's right.
That's
You see
true.
what I'm
I mean,
saying? We don't have
not that
those
we're just
bear-
humble,
Well,
but
Bruce
it's just
does.
like not our style.
Bruce might, though, man.
I do love Brucey B's attitude.
Brucey
He's
B?
not afraid of anyone.
I like
but-
that
my
you're on
God.
the Brucey B
Oh, I
bandwagon.
love him.
Malone said this. I know LeBron is more than capable of making those shots. We understand what we're getting ready to face. This is, in my opinion, a bold-faced lie. He said, I didn't even know those numbers about LeBron.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
I
you
love
did.
it. Michael Malone knows every number about every player.
But
I love
he
it.
said, this is a must-win for them. We fully expect LeBron and everyone else to be aggressive. I look back at the Minnesota series, the Phoenix series, what we learned going on the road there. The big takeaway from the Phoenix series is that the defense didn't travel until Game 6. And the 2 losses, we just didn't guard anyone. If we have any chance of winning to Game 3, it's going to be our defense for 48 minutes. He was also asked about Aaron Gordon and his just his great season in Denver. And he said, look, the greatest thing about Aaron Gordon is that he came in here to fit in, not stand out. You know, sometimes you get questions this time of year, and it's the stuff we've been talking about on this set all season long. But I'm glad that he got an opportunity to reiterate that, because I think Aaron Gordon not getting much of a chance to contribute offensively, I think people might be overlooking how impactful he has been in this postseason, real Mr. Nugget type stuff. And then finally, I got this from Mr. Harrison Wind, who listened to Darvin Ham pregame. Ham said this about D'Lo. He's one of our biggest weapons. I just need D'Lo to go out there and play aggressive basketball.
I like it. So you think he was less spicy today?
I do. I think maybe where he had opportunities in between games 1 and 2, after 2, to dig in and kind of turn it up, I think there was a little bit more of, we understand we're in LA. We understand who LeBron James is. We understand what they're bringing in this game. And I just thought a chance where he could have turned it up, I thought he turned it back down a little bit. And
Dev, Charles Barkley kind of called him out on Inside the NBA yesterday, because they're not doing this series, they're doing the Eastern Conference series. So he commented on it and said he was annoyed with it. Kenny stood up for him, though. Kenny the Jet and Shaq stood up for him, saying, hey, he's just trying to rally the troops.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on this? Does Malone need to scale it down a little bit, or is he banging the right drum, playing the underdog card?
I think that is the right drum. I think that, both, to answer both, I think that you should scale it back, because you're up 2-0. You're in a position of power. You don't get cocky. You want your team to still work hard. You still want them to have the underdog mentality going into LA, because in essence, you did do what you were supposed to do. That's what everybody's going to say. So now it's going to be humble. Go in there and work hard to try to steal one. And that's when, the season really does change, or the series changes, is when you can win one on their field. Now you can get cocky. Now
Right.
you get comfortable and try to put them away.
So he might be not spicy for like 2 hours.
A
and then
couple
the
of hours.
spice comes
If
right
you
back.
win this one, you're going in cocky, because now it's like you want your troops to go in with the mentality, oh, we're here to hunt. Now we're
Well, we
hunting.
gotta be cocky. We haven't
Really?
been cocky. I don't think Michael Malone is ever cocky. I don't know if he can be that way. I always joke he has this vibe of the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed dad, which is like the dad you really don't want to disappoint.
Right.
And so when he gets a little spicy, I'm like, we're seeing a little bit of side of him that we don't see most of the rest of the year.
I will say, I think Malone, he clearly is online a lot.
Yeah.
We always joke. I do think he reads the mood well, though. And he played that note, and he banged the drum. And I think, like, he got exactly what he wanted,
agree,
and
I
then
agree.
some. So he's like, all right, I got it.
Yeah,
now let's
he
rein
brought
it
it
in
back
a
we
little
were
bit.
verging on gratuitous, but I'm glad you brought that up. Harrison Wind of DNVR, out in LA right now, wrote a great piece about that after the game. And it was just about, I think from all of the Nuggets right now, and Malone, I think, is the face of this, there's an edge. Even Nuggets Twitter, I would say, fellas, Nuggets fans, in a way that there's never really been before for a historically wounded group. There's a, no. We waited so long for this moment. We knew this team was good. You didn't believe us then. You're going to believe us now.
And people are refusing to talk about us
Yeah.
like we're good,
Right.
even though we
Right.
beat the Sun. Like, hello?
Right. Yeah.
I actually think, like, look, LA media and fans have tried to gaslight us off this position.
It's so true. They are gaslighting.
100%. They are just switching back and forth. They do not know how to feel, and
No.
they're putting it all on
No.
us, and
Yeah.
it's BS.
That's right. But you know, and I know, Dev knows, Adam knows, everyone in Denver knows, of course this team's been doubted. Just because they were favored in this series doesn't mean it's not a talking point. And then the last thing I would say is that people forget quickly. Every single quote you're seeing from a player or coach right now is solicited. It's a question.
Yes, that's
it's
right.
a direct
They're
question
asked, yeah.
about a thing, and they answer it. They didn't just wake up, crack their knuckles, and say, like, I'm ready to talk shit.
Hold on, Malone has though in the past. Like you'd ask him, like, what was the emphasis of practice? Well, I saw in the media some people. Like he sometimes
does do
has
that.
taken
you're
it
right, you're
exactly
right.
where he
But
wants
there-
it.
I'm just
but
saying
this
there's
is
a
not
little.
that. This is
sometimes
not
you have
that.
to remind yourself, like, there's been 15 questions about the same thing.
So Lakers starters just came out.
All right, anything new?
D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis.
So they're sticking with D'Angelo Russell and they're sticking with Vanderbilt. I like this. Look. One of the things George Karl brought this up a couple of weeks back, like on Twitter, where he said, "I don't know if that's a team, meaning the Lakers, that have the ability to bench their stars because they have some guys that are maybe a little, I don't want to say selfish, but aren't totally unselfish." D'Angelo Russell is getting murdered in this series, and every moment he's on, the Nuggets
I
are
don't
cooking.
think AD looks any better,
Really?
honestly. No.
He looks a little too tired to me.
To me, yes.
So
And I don't want to talk about his after the game outfits, which we
Really?
can talk about later.
Were they bad? I didn't even see.
He dresses like his grandma gave him
You
a
know
gift
what?
certificate
You know-
to Forever 21. I'm like, what are you wearing?
They're very Hollywood. I instantly walked out behind him and LeBron, both games 1 and 2.
I'm like, you look a little too flashy for how you just lost that game, sir.
It's like 12:30. They're wearing sunglasses indoors, like they
Yes.
just
Right.
caught an L. You're like, the entourage is bigger than the Denver media.
I wish
corps.
that my grandma would give me a Forever 21 gift card.
Forever 21?
What does she get you? Socks? I get a lot of socks.
It said
from my
Gucci,
grandma.
but it looked real knockoff. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I want to get, though, this is the main topic and why I'm so excited to have Bree on. So we're in a bubble. Us. We exist.
As Denverites.
No.
Oh, as-
Us three, because
Oh, as-
we think about the Denver Nuggets roughly 24 hours a day.
Sure.
Like, you know, there's
Together.
there's a
Sure.
couple hours or a couple seconds where I might not fully be thinking about them, but so we're in a bubble where we're talking, thinking, and we're just constantly in it. We don't always have the best perspective on just the normal Denver person.
Sure.
But I will say, I see a lot of Nuggets jerseys around. I see a lot of Nuggets T-shirts. People are, to your point, asking. And what do you see about the city of Denver? And when did you feel it started to pick up? Was it years back? Was it weeks back? Are people like, when has this momentum started to pick up, in your opinion?
You know, I think we're obviously known as a city for the Broncos,
Sure.
right? That's like our big team. But when you meet an OG Nuggets fan, they are deep.
They're passionate, yeah.
They pull out the satin jacket you've never seen. Like,
Right.
they really care. And so you're seeing a lot of that right now. I would say it's amped up in the last couple of months. For actually the last couple of years, I think. We've just been getting better and better. And we're having these moments where this is a moment.
Right.
This is like, you know, when we had Carmelo Anthony, when we had like the Thuggets years.
Right.
Like, some people really love that.
Yep.
So we're kind of in a new time like that, and I'm seeing it all over. I think it's a city pride thing for sure, and I love that we have something.
Right.
I love that we finally.
That's what it is.
Like,
It's
I'm
like
like,
we have
sorry,
something.
LA, we just don't get a lot.
Right,
So like,
right.
let us have this,
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
we're really owning it, and we love it.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, we've got a long way to go in this series, but so far, Nuggets fans have not been gracious winners. I love that. Like, we're not here to be.
no,
That's
we
not the
shouldn't.
point.
We don't have
Yeah.
to be. Give
That's
us
right.
a break. We never get here.
I'm with you, Bree. I'm with you.
A lot of people
So-
want Denver, like the city of Denver, but also just Nuggets fans in general, to kind of just like shut up and deal with the fact that we
Yeah.
get the short end of the stick in so many different ways. It's like, yeah, but that's how it is. Deal with it. And it's like, no. We don't want to deal with it.
You deal with
We're
it.
going to be on top one day, and guess
You
what?
deal with
You
it.
deal exactly.
We have to deal with the rest of you all of the
All
other
the
times.
times,
So
exactly.
let us have our moments.
And it's
I love
even
it.
this idea, like I've seen people saying the ratings, if it's Lakers Celtics, the ratings will be so
God.
good. But if it's Heat Nuggets, wouldn't that be bad for the league? And I go, I hope so.
I hope they're low.
Isn't this about talent?
not
Like,
fair.
I don't care about ad buys, you guys. Not that interested.
And it's hilarious to me that fans do. Like, there are some fans that
I
are like,
know.
we need the ratings to be good. Like, why? What do you care? The NBA's not going away.
I'm like, don't talk to us about if we can even watch our team on TV, and we still love it, okay?
Well, that's an interesting part of this. I mean, you know, I mean, again, you're a big city person. You're a big Denver person. And I have always felt like a sport, a team, it belongs to a person,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really. It actually belongs to a city. And part of that is, they need to be made available. And when we talk about seeing Nuggets jerseys, one thing I don't see is Nuggets posters and billboards and things around town.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I wish we got more of.
I agree. I think our city doesn't do as great of a job as it could embracing the team and the fans that exist here.
There's clearly a want for it.
It's an economic boon. It's
Right.
like a no duh. Like you said, walk into this bar.
Yeah.
There's a line outside, people waiting to get in because they want to watch their team with other people who love their team.
Yep.
And we love Denver.
Is this a basketball town right now, Dev?
Right now, at this very moment, I think so, because I feel like there was a lot of fans of Nuggets, but there were a lot of people in hiding just because
Yeah.
they
Oh, for
haven't
sure.
been to this point where they're like, hey, it's the Lakers. So, like, now with a 2-0 lead, they're like, okay, this is a team that we could get behind. With the Broncos, they have championships. They've have been there. So it's like, we could back them. Even in their down years, we know that we've had up years. It doesn't look too bad. So I do think that it's starting to come on a little bit more. You make it to the finals, I promise you we see billboards.
Man, I know
Yeah.
every level, it like doubles. Honestly, the conference finals is double of what it was in the series one. And then if you get to the finals, knock on wood, you get there, I just think it's going to be, especially because there's so much more time and ramp up that it's like you.
And because the Nuggets have
Anticipation.
never been to a
Yeah.
It's going to
finals
be
before.
so awesome, you
Yeah.
guys. It's just going to feel good to walk outside and be like, we did it. We did it.
Yeah.
Like, just, we need mutual moments of joy that are not related to politics, to be honest
I know,
with you.
yeah.
And stuff to talk about. Like, all right, so my dentist listens to this show. Neither of us figured that out till this playoff run. It's been 2 years.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you made it sound like that was
Because
your
we're not
first visit.
it's
That
like-
was a guy you've
I've been going to
to
this guy routinely. He only listens. He doesn't watch. He did not put 2 and 2 together. I wore a DNVR shirt. But here's my point. He brought it up because
Right.
Everybody's
that's where
talking
we're-
about it.
Who's not talking about the Nuggets right now? I would say, to me, I saw the Avs run last year. That was my first title run in Denver. The energy feels very, very similar right now.
Yeah.
Very
love it.
similar.
I grew up here. I was inaugural year of the Rockies. I got to experience what that felt like. But this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so different. This, like owning
I mean,
a moment.
Jokic is different. Honestly, that's
Yes.
the difference is that
That's
the
the other
Rockies
thing.
were a Cinderella,
Yeah.
come together. The Nuggets we believed in this guy for so long, and here is the time where we were all kind of anticipating it was going to arrive at. We have a special game for you here, Bree.
Okay.
We all have 4 emojis. They're all different emojis, but we're going to look at some images from recent days, and we're going to determine which emoji you think best describes. So this is kind of like, do you approve or disapprove? But instead, you got to use some emojis. And the first one we have, Kale, you can pull it up. This is, well, no, not that one. That was, there you go. Do you guys remember this from game 1?
No.
Turns out this guy was Arnold Schwarzenegger's son,
Yeah.
who bought a courtside ticket by himself, by the way, to solo, and then wore a full Lakers uniform. You see a Lakers jersey a lot, but it's very rare
At
that you
Ball
also see
Arena?
the Lakers pants, Lakers jacket. So do we approve? Like, what's the emoji you would put for this one here?
Oh my gosh.
Let's get the reveal.
I'm just gonna give it this.
You give it a cool guy or
But I'm giving it
upside down?
I'm giving
It's like
it a.
tarot.
This is kind of
Not cool. It's
yes.
kind of lame.
Yes.
Bring it back up again, Kale. Look at this thing. First of all, it doesn't even match. He has 2 different eras.
What a dork.
Different shorts. I went with the expletive emoji because F this guy.
Also, he doesn't have any friends.
He came by himself. Like, it
saying.
clearly needed attention. What'd you go with?
The sleep emoji.
Boring.
Boy, it doesn't move me.
Get outta here.
Doesn't move me, bro.
Get out of here.
You're not
What-
worthy of my attention.
Dev, what'd you go with?
A clown. What a cornball.
I think that's a
That
cornball.
is so corny.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, come on, man.
Yeah,
We don't rock with him. We don't
We
rock
don't
with
rock
him.
with Arnold
we
Schwarzenegger.
haven't rocked
We
with
just
him for a long
decided he's out of the
time.
club.
We're
We
all
just-
the Sylvester Stallone guy
Yeah.
over here.
You guys,
he don't
politically,
rock
come
with him. And then, like, just look at him, man. He's a clown.
And that's why I put actually that there was a viral photo a while back of a guy, and I think he was at a bank dressed as Shaquille O'Neal. Unclear if he was trying to like withdraw $1 million.
That's hilarious.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm Shaquille
like the
O'Neal. I don't have
teller
my
being
ID,
like-
but I am in full Shaquille O'Neal
I like the
uniform.
idea that the teller's suspicious, but then sees the uniform
Yeah,
and goes,
like, oh, you know what?
that must be Shaq.
All right, what else we got here, Kale? What
I just got a craving for some sopapillas.
else? This is Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Casa
And-
Bonita saviors.
Yes, but that's how they were introduced by the broadcast. They said, and they're known as the owners of Casa Bonita. And
Hang
I
on a
thought,
second.
is that what they're known for? It might be.
In Colorado.
So being introduced as the owners of Casa Bonita, is that, What emoji we going with?
To me, this means perfection.
I love it. Yeah, she went with the Italian.
I went with this is perfect.
Yeah,
This is what I want us to be known for.
South Park. That's like whatever.
South Park, whatever. It's all about.
I went mind blown. Yeah, listen to that crowd. We're ready, man. We still got 30 minutes. They're ready. What'd you go with?
I'm shrugging. I'm pretty sure South Park is a famous Coloradan.
It's like very
It sounds like someone's never had their birthday at Casa
I know,
Bonita is all
well,
I'm hearing
that is
about this.
actually
Have you
correct. But I did turn 30 recently, so if you guys want to go anytime soon.
I went for my 8th birthday, 12th birthday, 21st, 35th.
I haven't been.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been.
We're gonna do a I wanted to get them on the show. How hard would that be? It's pretty.
You're asking me
Yeah, is
as
it like
if I
impossible?
haven't, we
Do
haven't
you have
been
their phone number?
trying
Can you just
for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
I think they're hard to get. What did you go with?
I did the like thinking, because when I went there, I was like, did I just poop myself? Tummy hurt. Tummy hurt.
Just thinking about it. All right, what else we got?
Big time shots.
Oh, Jamal Murray, you guys saw this? He looked over at Mike
bang.
Bang. He called his own bang. His own bang.
He deserves it.
Where are we going with this one?
Oh, man, easy.
This one's easy. What'd you go? Start over there, Dev. What'd you go with?
Fire.
That
That
is
stuff
straight
is fire.
He
found
can
him. He
do
knew where he
what
was.
he wants.
Hey, bang. That's hard.
When
He
you
is
call
winning.
your own game, when
Yes.
you're like you're doing your own play-by-play, what'd you get?
Round of applause, man. That's.
He's a nugget. He's like, nobody's going to do it for me. So
But also, like,
Spicy
how
Bree.
many unique celebrations are left? You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
He
I
found
know.
one in a playoff moment.
You're right. Everybody
him do
does the
it.
same thing. He could have done an arrow, but instead,
But we haven't seen that yet. Bang.
I went with
Loved it.
strong emoji. I thought it was
Loved
strong. And then do we have another one? Oh yeah, this one. So according to ESPN's analytics, the Miami Heat, who are up 2 games to 0, winning both on the road, have a 35% chance
I'm
of
sorry,
winning
wait,
the series.
who said this?
ESPN's like their own internal
This is
analytics.
like when SportsCenter said the Lakers have lost twice. I was like, that
Yeah,
means
yeah.
the Nuggets have
The
won.
Nuggets have
so
won
we're
twice.
seeing a little bit of bias here, and I am honestly, I can't wait for Jimmy Buckets and the Nuggets to face off. So that's what I give this
You went
one.
devil emoji?
Oh, that's
All right,
good.
that's a good one. I went ice emoji. This is like the lamest, coldest take ever. Like, what are we doing?
I think it's a load of horse shit. So.
straight.
Are you
straight
guys
poop.
watching these
Oh,
games? Which
I
team
like
looks like they're
Debs
gonna?
is like, ooh, it's
Cringe?
embarrassing.
Is
It's
that
like,
cringe?
Like, what is happening?
What are you guys doing?
What is
What,
happening?
I wonder what Denver's odds of winning the series are. They're like 4%, according to ESPN.
They went up magically all of a sudden
and then
now that
they go
we've
up.
won 2. But we're going to
I
sweep
know.
them, so we'll see.
All right, it's that time. Everybody's favorite time where we open up DraftKings
make us
Sportsbook,
some money, Dave.
America's top-rated
it.
sportsbook app. We preview this game by figuring out who's going to score. And I
yeah.
hope you don't have any Lakers props for us.
You don't want any, or?
He loves D'Lo
I mean,
tonight.
I don't really
wanna-
care to.
All right, fine. We're not. Anthony Davis, up, down, up, down, up.
So you think it's up tonight for Anthony Davis?
I mean, I just go off of trends. I was super good at
I'm going to tell you, here's that.
Every
It's an
other
actual
Davis?
talking point, though, here. Anthony Davis doesn't go up, down, up, down. He goes tired, or rested, tired, rested, tired. The difference is they usually win one of those games, so he's up.
Yeah.
Guess what? They lost both. He's tired.
This makes it a little bit different.
But they're going
This
to be
makes it different.
home. You got to remember,
Tired.
the energy at home is different.
Tired.
One guy that's been going off
I
in
hope. I don't
every
know.
single game,
We'll
Is it
see.
Jokic?
Jamal Murray.
Oh.
That man scores. He scores. He does whatever he wants to. I like when they do the play where he comes over the top and they find him for a three-pointer. We're going to see that again. They have it high right now. We're going to get it on the same game parlay, but the threes. He's going to hit at least 3 threes.
Okay.
In this game. Also like his points. He's at 24 and a half. What I found out in the playoffs is he just goes for 30 every game. He's just
Really?
a 30 ball. He's a 30 ball.
Man,
So we're
you
gonna
like
do
the 24, huh?
We're going to do the over 24. I like it.
All right, I'm
We're going to
trusting
go
you.
back to the three-pointers. MPJ. This is going to be a game for him. We're going to hear Mike a lot. It's a Mike type of game.
I saw his outfit walking in. You were talking about outfits earlier. He had the worst outfit I've ever seen in my
Well, I hate
life.
to tell
I'm telling you, when DraftKings lets me vote on what I think somebody's post-game outfit's going to look like, if it's
Then
going to
you-
be fire or not, then I'll be on it.
You're
I
gonna be
regret
making
to
a lot of
inform
money.
you that Jokic showed up in a black T-shirt tonight.
What?
Yeah. But he also had the cool pants on and he had the
I
Peaky
do like when
Blinders
he's in a
still.
full suit because
Yeah.
he's either Serbian gangster or
Right.
8th grade picture day.
Yeah, but
It's
they're road casual tonight. I'm not
They're
gonna
road
lie.
casual.
They are a
huh?
little
That
road
might be a
casual.
good sign though. LA, maybe
I
it
think
means
so.
they
He's
slept
comfortable.
in.
He's comfortable.
Yeah.
One bet that hits every time that it just like is a secret Jamal Murray over 4.5 rebounds. He
Really?
grabs boards.
Okay.
This is also a game I think they're going to push the pace. They said they're going to make, shoot more shots. There's rebounding opportunities for him. I'm going to go over
I like that
4.5 rebounds. For the assist, we already know it's a yoke night, but we're not going to just do the assist. We're going to do triple-double.
Man, we're
The
on it
thing is,
again.
It's a minus 130.
That's
For
insane.
Jokic to get a triple, they know it's going to happen. It is going to happen. Get that minus 130 in.
Man, on the road, though.
On the road.
All right.
And for the lock of the game, it's going to be the over. Over 223. There's going to be some shots made. They're pushing the pace. Darvin Ham said that's going to be big for them. They're also going to be a lot more aggressive. We know that they're going to go to the free throw line. That's easy points without the clock, stopping. I think that it's going to be easy over in this game.
Which one is that?
Over.
Over what?
223.
Oh, all right. I like that one. I think I'm with that. You got a same game parlay for us?
I
Bo?
do. If anyone wants to rock with me, I'm calling this one Michael Parlay Jr.
Ooh.
We're going over 12.5 points for Mike. 3+ three-pointers made for Mike.
I love that I gave this to you, and you're going to go with Michael Porter.
Over 4.5 rebounds
Everything.
for Mike. Plus 125. They could all hit. I think it's a big Mike night, and if it does, we could all win together.
Give me it again. So points?
Over 12.5.
Man,
Mike,
you went scared, okay? Threes?
3+ three-pointers made for Mike, and then over 4.5 rebounds for Mike. I think these are all, I'll say near locks. The 3+ threes is tough, but I think he can do it.
And you get that all the way up to basically even odds.
Plus 125, bro.
Why not, man?
Plus 125.
You know what? I'm going to throw $3 on that.
Yeah, one unit. As always, I don't know how to gamble, so bet at your own risk.
This is not financial
That
advice.
makes you less.
We have a couple super chats, Gail. Lean forward and read for us. Do you know, Bree, do you know what these super chats are?
I don't.
This is where people pay money to comment on the show.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Our favorite people, Matthew Lum. Let's go!
Let's go!
I love it. That's the energy we need, you guys.
Yes.
Cozy disc
Wait,
golf.
it gets
Oh.
even more.
Let's ever go Nuggets Nation!
Let's go!
Jovan Jovanovic, video game controller, poses triumphantly in between the words, critical hit. That's a Game 3 dub. Sink 'em. Let's go.
I don't catch that one. You're going to have to explain it to me.
Yeah, it's a video
Game reference? Okay, I didn't get it.
Paseka. I love how the Nuggets finally got national media attention, mostly for noting how little media attention they get.
That's so true.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Everybody's talking about how much they don't talk about the Nuggets. You're right.
A shout out to our guest, Miter. A little tip for having a Denver real one, Bree Davies, on the show.
Heck yeah. He
thank
paid
you.
us. He paid us for you being here.
Oh my gosh, what a nice thing to say. Thank
And then
you
Dylan
so much.
McLeod. Deep in enemy territory tonight, fellas.
Ooh, be
Watching this
safe.
game in my Jamal Murray jersey in LA.
I mean,
Wish
I
me
have
luck.
to say the one benefit to LA games is is Larry David going to be there?
Yeah.
Are the Red Hot Chili Peppers going to be
Don't
there?
care about
It's
that.
not-
That's what we
Don't
think
care
about.
about them.
We all think
That's
about
all I
Arnold
care about.
Schwarzenegger,
Red
Hot Chili
Sun.
Peppers.
Could be. Who knows?
Now
All right.
that,
Bree, thank you so much for
thank
hopping
you
on.
guys. This was
Very
so
great
fun.
to meet you, Bree.
Yeah, thanks.
And everybody else, we're going to be on the watch along in about 5 minutes. You're going to head on over there, but not before hitting the like button on the way out. We'll see you guys on the other side. Let's go!